Hello everyone, my name is Jesus Crust, but you can call me Cheezus, and welcome to my second ever video game commentary. Now before we get into today's discussion, I want to say real quick, thank you to everyone who has supported my first video which was posted yesterday. All your guys' criticisms, your support, all the constructive criticism I should say, has really helped me. I've hopefully edited the video a lot better so the image quality is way better than it was yesterday. I noticed it had a lot of what almost seemed like blur and lighting effects that were wrong with it. Hopefully today I kind of changed the contrast around. Hopefully everything looks better and everyone can enjoy it. But with further ado, I want to go into today's discussion, and I want to call it gun control in the United States. Now, I know a lot of people have been talking about this, and a lot of people who have been talking about this seem to be gun owners. And I want to put it through the side of someone who has never owned a gun, who has never even held a gun or fired a gun. I've seen guns at gun stores and I've seen cops carry guns, but that's pretty much it. I've never really felt the need to fire a gun in real life. I've never felt the need to own one, and that's just my personal opinion. I feel if you want to own a gun, you have every right to own a gun, to defend yourself, to collect them, or for whatever reason, as long as it's, within the law. Now, within the recent couple of shootings this past year, the movie theater and the elementary school shootings, which were both very horrible cases, and they shouldn't have happened, a lot of people have been turning around and pointing their finger at gun owners saying that, well, we should just ban guns. Last time I checked, our amendments protect us with the right to bear arms, and we should definitely abide by that. Now, I don't feel that we should be blaming the gun owners for this, and then a lot of people turn around and they say, oh, well, it's these violent video games that all these kids have been playing. It's the video game's fault. And when I first heard that argument, when I was talking to someone at work, and they were, oh, we should just ban all shooter video games. They don't need to happen. It just turns people into the scum of the earth. And I'm sorry. When someone says that really irritates me. I like to think I'm a pretty decent guy. I like to think, I don't think I have really any homicidal tendencies towards really anybody unless you've done me wrong or you've killed my dog or you've said something bad about my mama. But other than that, I really don't feel the need to ban guns. I've never felt the need to kill anybody with a gun. And when it comes down to it, I really don't think video games are the main cause. If anything, and I'm not even going to be bashing this, if anything, music nowadays, and I'm not even going to say one genre because almost every genre covers it, have just as many violent tendencies, if not more, than video games that parents let any kid listen to, no matter what their age. And I think that may be a little bit more of a factor than a video game. And the people who say, oh, well, these little kids are playing these, violent, horrible video games. That's not the gaming industry's fault. That is the parents' fault for allowing these children or these kids to play these video games. Now, when Halo came out, I was around 10, 12 years old, around that age bracket. And yes, I played Halo. I loved it. I thought it was cool. I was able to shoot aliens and blood was squirting everywhere. The 10, 12-year-old me thought that was the coolest thing ever. And there's nothing wrong with that. But it's all about regulation. If I played that game, my dad was next to me and we were playing the campaign together. We were doing a father-son thing. And he used to always tell me, this is just a video game. This is not real life. And I was like, well, of course, Dad. This is a video game. And if they want to start pinpointing, if video games are making kids violent, and this is hypothetical, if they are making them violent, I feel that the ones that will end up becoming violent are the kids that are roughly in the age bracket who aren't legally allowed to buy this video game and they have to have their parents buy it. And I'm not saying, oh, we shouldn't let them buy the games. I mean, the rules are in place. The rating system for video games is there. If a parent wants to buy them the video game, that is up to the parent. The precautions that the parents take should not affect the gaming industry itself. So, with that said, if a kid ends up becoming more hostile, more violent, more like obsessed with gun usage and wanting to hurt people with guns, then you need to go back and look at the parent and see how the parent is handling this kid, how the kid's family structure is in general. Because not even that, sometimes kids lash out like that because there's a broken family and they need someone to talk to, and there is no one to talk to. And I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a doctor, but from what I've gathered and what I've seen from videos of kids who are violent or kids who have issues, that seems to be more the case than any violent video game out there. Because, yes, kids are naive and they're foolish, but I really doubt any 10-year-old kid thinks that they can just walk into a Toys R Us, pick up a Vector submachine gun, and then mow down their whole classroom and nothing will happen. That doesn't register in my brain. But guys, that is the end of this commentary. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe. I am Cheezus. Take care.